Welcome to the Black Delegates Podcast. Today's date is November the 26th, 2018. We're on episode 42. Episode 42. That's about Paul's age, ain't it?
Getting there. Feels like.
I'm your, I don't know how, man, we're all hosts, I guess. But I will probably be talking the most. The Black Ryan. I am here with Boxman Poppy.
Yep.
And Ghetto Phenom.
Was good, and I will take the over on that bet that you will talk the most. I'm putting my money on Box Wine Poppy, baby.
I know, after I said it, I was just like, that's never going to happen.
It's always going to happen. That's always going to happen. I'm always going to talk too much.
Yeah. So, what's up with y'all, man? It's been a long week. We had a short work week, but a long week nonetheless. We had some holidays come up in there. How was y'all week?
The week was good. Holiday was good. Everything good, man. No complaints.
Yeah, same here. I'm back. Trying to get back in the swing of things.
Did y'all sit down and say what were you thankful for? Did y'all do that while you held hands?
We ain't do that this year. Nah.
Man, we ain't do this year, and I ain't never done that before in my life, and I never will. Don't ask me that.
It seemed like a lot of podcasts were on there talking about, like, so what are you guys thankful for this holiday? And I was just wondering, were people doing that? I mean, it's a good thing to do, I think.
Yeah, man. I think I've done that before, over somebody's house, but yeah, I don't remember who. It's not something I do on an annual basis, but I've done it before.
Man, if somebody asks me that, I'm gonna look at them like they a Martian, man. Like, don't ask me that mess. My wife asked me that. Don't ask me that mess. I ain't answering that.
You gotta answer.
Ain't ungrateful some of them.
Right.
That's right. Just give me some food and put the football game on. I'm straight.
I have tried it on Christmas, like right before gifts. Be like, wait a minute, we need to talk about what we're thankful for.
Oh, you that dad? You that?
Yeah,
dad.
everybody's rolling their eyes.
Thanksgiving, I get it. For Christmas,
that's really the time you need to say what you're thankful for. And you be thankful for all this money I just spent.
Man, you lucky those kids don't stab you in the chest. Right there.
Whatever, man. They can get on with that. I'm going to do it again this year.
Tormenting those kids. That's terrible, man.
Better be ready. All right. So, I guess we could do a traditional This Week in Blackness.
Before we do that, I think we should give the people a little taste of what's coming up this episode. So we got a great show for you. We got to talk about a strap being pulled out at McDonald's. We're going to be talking about when spreading the gospel goes wrong. We're going to be talking about somebody coming up on a huge bag in a storage unit. And we may talk about some other things. Also going to talk about some Black Friday. But before we get into that, let's get into This Week in Blackness. So, didn't mean to cut you off, Ryan, but I think we should give the people a little taste of what's coming.
Hold on, 30-second timeout. Let's give Ish some props for that production value right there.
Or did you decide to do that last week and you was like, next episode we gonna do that?
No, I just decided. I thought it was a good idea, but I didn't. I meant to tell you before the show, so I was like, well, let me just jump in there and do it.
Look at Ish. I'm liking this. Ish got, he's come prepared. He's actually taking notes. He's got ideas. I'm impressed, man. And he's got the Johnny Gill voice going on here.
The Johnny Gill voice.
Do you have a pencil behind your ear?
A pencil?
I do not. Why does Johnny Gill have a pencil behind his ear?
No, but whenever you're being studious, you're supposed to put a pencil behind your ear inside of your journalist type. Nobody's writing anymore. You just put that pencil behind your ear and just
put a
typing.
laptop behind your ear.
Whatever works. All right. This Week in Blackness, Mr. Man, since you are dictating the show, you can go first again. How was your week?
My week was good. Again, had the Thanksgiving holiday come up. Mother came into town. She's actually still in the town, so it's good to be able to spend some time with her. Also spend some time with the in-laws. So had a great Thanksgiving. Yep,
Mama Phenom, my bad.
What's up to moms? Definitely. I know she'll be listening to this. So yeah, had a good time visiting with mom. She's gonna be here for a little while longer, so get to hang out with her some more. Did a little bit of Black Friday shopping. I'm sure we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the main thing I want to talk about this week in blackness actually happened to me today. And you guys know that I talk about, I get in certain situations where I feel like I might have to throw some hands.
What?
And today,
not at 40. Not at 40.
Today was another one of them situations. So this is what happened to me. I'm going to lunch this afternoon, going to this grocery store where they cook food there, where you can order it, have it prepared or whatever. So I'm like, all right, let me go up here. So I'm pulling up in front of the store. The store is in downtown St. Louis, so there's no parking lot, but they have free parking right in front of the store. Park at a 45-degree angle, all down that one block is parking for the store. So I bust a left onto the street, and there's a SUV backing out of the spot. And it's like the second spot in front of the store, so it's a good spot. So I'm like, cool. Turn right up into this. SUV's coming out. I put on my blinker. I'm waiting. Well, there was somebody else who I guess was waiting for a spot, but they were about 3 car lengths in front of this car that was backing out. This fool was in a Mercedes. He had a compressor joint, Mercedes truck.
Yeah.
So he puts the truck into reverse and tries to back up so he can get this spot. So for me, I'm already like literally in perfect position to get this spot. My blink is on. So he backs up until he can't anymore, until he's about to hit me, and he's blocking the SUV from coming out of the spot. Like he's literally directly behind it.
Blocking them? Oh, no.
Yeah. And so he's still trying to back up. He still has his reverse lights on. So I'm like, I'm going to just sit here. You know, like I'm not ignorant. I don't even care about parking spots like that. So I'm not going to pull up and try to do this or that. But I'm definitely not backing up. Going into reverse was never an option for me. I'm just like, I'm going to just sit right here. So now there's cars behind me. So even if I wanted to back up, which again, I never would have done, I can't. So he's still trying to back up. He puts in reverse again. He's inching back as far as he can. He's still blocking the SUV from getting out of the spot. So now every time he inches back, I'm leaning on the horn because I'm like, now you're about to hit my car and it's going to be a problem. The people behind me are leaning on their horns. The SUV that's trying to back out is banging his horn. So this goes on, I promise you, this went on for like 4 minutes where this dude was just not trying to give up the idea of getting this spot. And I'm just like, I'm not moving. Like, it's not happening. So after 4 minutes, he finally, and the thing is,
4 minutes,
that's a long 4 minutes.
Yeah.
4 minutes is wild.
Yeah,
long.
like 4 real minutes. Like, not exaggerated, like 4 real minutes. Like, from beginning to end, this was like 4 minutes. And the thing is people were coming out of the store and opening up new spots further down.
He was
but
committed.
he refused
dedicated
to go get it, even though he was in front of me. Now, I could have went around him to get one of them spots, but again, all I did the whole time was sit where I was. So finally, after 4 minutes, this fool finally, goes and parks in one of the open spots. I went ahead, pulled into the spot next to the store. Because I was closer, I went in the store. I never even saw the person, but the whole time I'm in there ordering my food, waiting for it, I'm just thinking like, now what if this dude is out like waiting by the car? What if he done stomped on the car? Like, so I'm just preparing my mind. Again, back in the day, I wouldn't have any concerns. Now I still feel like at 40, I can handle probably 4 out of 5 dudes, but maybe he's at 1. And I know that's going downhill quick. In another 2 years, that's probably going to be 2 out of 5. But anyway, that was my week in blackness, man. Just some ignorance over a parking spot.
That's wild, man.
Paul, have you ever gotten to almost altercation or an altercation over parking or something with your vehicle?
Hell to the yeah. Like, what red-blooded American hasn't, yo? Man, for real. I mean, oh yeah, man, many times, man. Like, I never actually came to blows, but like on the highway, man, just people doing silly stuff. I remember one time, that was probably the dumbest thing. Like, it was one morning, and like some dude like cut me off or something like that, and or did something. But anyway, it was a dude in a big truck. Anyway, he stopped and he was about to get out of the car, and I was like, "Come on, get out of the car!" But the dude, he caught himself and he got out of the car for like a second. I mean, it was like early morning, getting ready to go to work.
Did you get out the car? And
I was like, "Hey, let's go. Like, we can go right here. We can stop all the traffic on the on ramp, everything like that. Let's do it." But so I got out of the car, and then he got out of the car. And then he's like he took like 2 steps and he got back in the car and he just drove off real fast, like in a huff. Like he was like, I ain't got time for this. And I was like looking at him like, and I was like, yeah, you better run. And then I'm sitting there getting in the car and I thought to myself, like, man, that dude was kind of big, yo. Right. I was like, he might have tossed my little up in the air.
Could have been a problem.
Yo, cause I'm strong, but I ain't that man. I don't have that weight, man. And in the South, man, you just dealing with some big country dudes, man. So it's like, that dude had to be a good solid, 220, 230. I mean, it was sloppy, but it was still, when you got 60 pounds on a dude, that's tough to overcome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, man. You don't really know till they get out the car,
So yeah, man.
Just making a judgment call based on the shape of their head.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
No, the dude had like 10 out, so I couldn't really see. It was morning. I think maybe it was dark or something like that. Anyway, I couldn't see. But when the dude got out of the car, I was like, ooh, I dodged a bullet on that one. Thank you, Lord.
I too have almost gotten to a scuffle with the cars. I think
what deacon? Deacon?
Yeah, man.
The Reverend
minister. Thank you.
Same thing.
Every once in a while, the devil gets a foothold, and things pop off. Let me explain. My family and I decided, the little kids I think it was probably last Christmas or Christmas before last, and I decided we're going to go see these Christmas lights over at the Lady of Our Snows or whatever, right? So we drove way over to Belleville, sat in that long line, and I mean, it's one of those lines where you sitting there for like hours just to get around the corner. So we already frustrated, the kids like, oh, are we there yet? Are we there yet? And my wife like, we should have left earlier. And I'm just like, oh, it's too much. And, just the stress of the holidays anyway on me. And it was one of those situations where we were over on the shoulder because there was like there's an on-ramp and then there's like the lane that goes into the place. But we didn't want to block up the whole highway. So everybody was kind of on the shoulder.
Right.
So people coming down the opposite way, or not the opposite way, but same direction of traffic, but not in that lane, they're stopping because they want to get over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in those situations, I don't care, man. Put your blinker on, wave, roll your window down, say, hey, can I come over? But this dude, he pulls up next to me, and he's just going to keep on coming over. And I mean, like, right next to me, like, I'm about to hit, we about to hit side view mirrors.
Right.
Dog, I rolled my window down and I leaned out the window and I said, man, what the hell are you doing? And then he was like pointing like, I want to get in that spot and yelling and stuff. And I motioned for him to roll his window down. And I said, man, what are you doing? Now, at this time, I still had my...
Hold on, did you do the old school, like, roll your window down signal? Like
yeah, two fingers and dotted them
okay.
down and just dapped them down. Roll that window down, player. And then
that's not the
international
symbol, man.
It's not? What is it?
No, Paul talking about the old roll, like
the
you
roll,
got the handle
no.
and you circled like you churning butter, bro.
No, I ain't do that one. Nope. And so he rolled his window down. And at that point, I was still cloaked in my Christianity. And I was like, dude, do you really think you about to just pull over in front of me or into me? You see us sitting right here. I said, do you see this long line? And I put my hand out the window to face backwards as far as I could to show him that long line behind us. I said, we ain't just sitting here just to be sitting here, man. And I was like, don't be like that. That's the best I could come up with at that time because I wasn't finna be cussing at the time. He said something smart. And I was just like, dude, you don't come over again or I'm going to get out and whoop your blank. as I was rolling the window back up. So I felt bad because, one, I shouldn't have got that angry about it. Two, what's going to happen? We're going to be fighting out here at the Our Lady of the Snows Christmas lights. I guess it could happen.
In front of all the kids.
In front of the kids. Everybody was super quiet after I rolled the window.
You're going to be on the 10 o'clock news.
Right. So it could have
you would have been on Facebook and Snapchat and the gram.
Hey, but real talk,
it went viral.
It man, like every time I've had something like that kind of go off, it's always been me in the car, fortunately. But like now with the kid, like Like, yo, man, somebody almost run into me and with the kid in the car. Yeah, I definitely feel a different kind of way. It might actually escalate that point. It shouldn't, but yo, it's just a different thing when you got your family in the car with you. So I feel you on that one, Ryan.
Yeah, that too, man. And it was just one of them things. I don't know. As I get older, I guess I don't really have no way to blow off steam anymore. So sometimes, depending on how I feel, just be like, man, I don't want to get in a fight. It's weird. I can't explain it. I ain't got hooping no more. So what was I supposed to do? Right. So every once in a while, I'll be like, man, I wish a nigga would start a fight out here. But I just y'all pray for me, and I continue to pray for you. But I'm gonna be all right.
All right.
All right. So we went off, but those some good stories. Anyway, Weekend Blackness. Me. Okay, my week. Thanks to Mama Phenom. What? I got a chance to, I'm going to give it all the credit to Mama Phenom. She said, do whatever that I want because life is short. So I went and I saw that and I was like, you know what? I'm finna go stop at Lee's Chicken and I'm going to get this chicken for the holidays. Got that chicken, left it in the fridge, warmed it up in the oven. So my holiday,
hold on, you got to explain. You got to explain for our
I ain't got to explain it again. You got to... It's just chicken, man. It's just chicken. It's just a chicken joint. Fried chicken. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing to explain. But I had to get some chicken, man. So I had a tasty holiday for the first time in a long time.
And they were open on Thanksgiving?
No, I got it the night before.
Oh, word. Okay.
On the way home. Yeah.
So it was premeditated.
Oh, yes.
Right, yeah. Mom's empowered him via the Facebook chat. She had heard Ryan talking about him hating barbecue and Thanksgiving food, so she told him, if you want some Lee's chicken, get some Lee's chicken. And she has a hankering for it too now that she's in town. She said they don't got Lee's out there in Cali, so yeah, she's gonna be out there too on it. So
yep. So I went ahead and got some, man. It was fire.
Did you share with the family, or you were just like
I got
behind
enough
the couch while you were eating? And not sharing with the
plenty.
family?
I got plenty. As a matter of fact, the kids looked at that roast my wife cooked, and they looked at that chicken, and they was like, we want some chicken. I was like, sorry, babe. Chicken wins out.
What'd the wife say? She didn't trip?
She kind of rolled her eyes a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. I did try a slither of that roast, and I was like, yep, still don't like it. Hasn't changed.
You silly man.
No turkey though? The fam didn't eat turkey?
Mother-in-law, we went over her house and chilled with them for a minute. I think she had some turkey. I wasn't sure. I wasn't going to eat anyway. My rule is that when I go to other people's house, it's desserts only. You got a pie, I'm going to get some pie. So I did get like some apple cobbler, but that was it. And I was just like, nah, I already ate. I do it every year. I'm used to it now.
No, well, y'all saw my plates. I sent y'all little pictures of my plates at both locations.
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with that plate.
Yo, what I need to know is, are you still eating leftover chitlins? Any of y'all out here eating leftover chitlins, y'all know for a fact that after 72 hours, y'all are going to start the zombie apocalypse by eating that crap. Please don't eat it. Ishmael, do you have leftover chitlins?
Has he ever? That's what we need to know.
It was the oldest you can eat chitlins.
Let me tell y'all this, man. When it comes to chitlins, there ain't no leftovers. Because the chitlins be so fire that they get ate on the first day. Whenever they made, so funky, they ate. Throw them out. No such thing as leftover chitlins, man. No such thing.
This is disgusting. First of all, look, let me get into this plate because like Ish sends this plate, and I labeled it the serial killer plate, and I got a bone to pick with Mama Phenom. I'm blaming you for this. You raised your son to make his plate like this, and this is bad parenting at its finest right here. Bad parenting. You know better than to let your son make a plate with all those things stacked on top of each other like that. That is not good etiquette. That's terrible.
Yeah, so he did. It was all mixed up. I sent him a picture of a Dixie plate with the different sections on there, and I told him he need to get one of them because he just had everything.
Yeah, man, this is a straight up serial killer plate. There's chicken on top of macaroni and cheese, like on top of chitlins, on top of you got the chitlin juice just all up in the cornbred and the stuff, and that is wrong. That is wrong, dog.
That's how I got to be. That's how I got to be. See, my wife, like I said, she's the opposite. She don't like stuff touching, so she like one of those people, You be seeing at the circus juggling all those, or balancing all the plates and dishes. Like she got 12 plates and dishes. I'm not about to do that. I'm going to get one plate, everything go on there. And it was fire.
Dog, when I go to the buffet, that's how I'm rolling. I got 3 different plates. Hold on, I'm finna go back, and now I'm going to get a meat. I'm going back to get vegetables. I'm going back to get dessert. It ain't all going on the same plate. Now,
man, hey, if you go back to the buffet with the same plate, I'm looking out we gonna start a fight right then and there. You're not supposed to do that, man. That's bad etiquette. You go every time you go to the buffet at the restaurant, you get a fresh plate. Don't go up there with that dirty plate, trying to put some more food on there. That's nasty, man.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'll switch up at the buffet. I'm switching plates.
I don't even think they'll let you. I think they'll kick you out if you do that. They at least gonna grab that plate from you.
They should, right. For real.
But anyway, Paul, how was your week?
Man, Thanksgiving, man. So yeah, I had the long road trip, man. So we had it's supposed to be like 8.5 hours on the way there. End up being closer to 11 hours to get to Tennessee for our Thanksgiving. So we rolled in town. We stay in the little hotel there or whatever like that. So we just hang around with family and stuff like that. Go to Thanksgiving dinner, and I feel like my whole Thanksgiving dinner is just basically me. Me dodging stories like stories like, oh man, this ain't going well, or this is going bad. So I'm just basically trying to dodge those stories. I'm just like trying like, I ain't trying to hear all this, I ain't trying to hear all that. Just trying to get out of conversations. That's my whole Thanksgiving, man. But it was good. Just watch some football. I did watch football. Did y'all watch football? That's what I really want to know. What did y'all do?
Heck no.
So what do y'all do? What do y'all do? Y'all actually talk to y'all family members? Is that what y'all do? Yeah. Don't tell me that.
I actually did.
Talk. Now, at the in-laws' house, they did at one point turn the football game on. So, again, it wasn't like I'm averting my eyes. Like, no, I can't look. So, I saw, I saw plays here and there for maybe, 5, 7 minutes.
Okay, now I know it. Ish was sitting there like, oh, yeah, I love it. Oh, look at the Cowboys. Oh.
I don't miss football.
He was getting his fix in right there. He was... couldn't take his eyes off the TV. Glued.
I bet it was weird though. You ain't know who none of the players were.
Exactly.
He was like, "Who the heck is that? I don't know who this dude is."
You're like, "Oh, maybe somebody new. Maybe he's really fast. I don't know." Oh, come on, man. Yeah, look, I was in a house full of black people. They were all watching the football game. And if anybody said turn that mess off, they would probably beat me to a pulp right there. So I didn't say nothing.
Matter of fact, over the in-laws' house, the way it even got turned to football is. My wife's grandmother wanted to watch like some cowboy show, I think, that came on Channel 4. And she was like, oh, turn on the cowboy show. And I turned to 4 and the football game was on. So her cowboy show wasn't on. I'm not talking about the Dallas Cowboys. I'm talking about like an old Western or something like that.
Okay. So really, since y'all are on the football ban, and Ryan, what did y'all have on? You just watching?
I was at the in-laws.
Okay.
I was actually happy to not have no basketball on, man, because to me, I love basketball, so basketball becomes an everyday drain on my life when the season starts. If they could do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'd be cool with, or a Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, I'd be cool, but they do it every day, man. And so Thanksgiving is the only day of the season where ain't nobody playing outside of like the break before the All-Star game. So I was kind of cool with it. I was like, oh, I don't have nothing to do. Nobody was on the group chat. It was real quiet. So, I just sat around and talked to the in-laws when we got over there. And he watched some Maury Povich. He had Maury Povich, though.
What?
Yeah, there was a bunch of people with weird diseases. So that was a crazy episode. One little boy was literally like a 8-foot-tall little boy. He looked strange. Y'all should Google that. If you wonder, don't Google the other ones because they were scary. But that one, he was just a giant boy. He said he liked fish sticks, and Maury gave him a lifetime supply of fish sticks. What?
Nice.
What is that about? You couldn't give me I thought he was going to give him a trip to Disney World. He was like, oh, no. Yeah, he did that to one of the little black girls, too. Off topic. But, yeah, he told her. He's like, oh, I heard you like Mickey Mouse. And I thought he was going to be like, oh, we got you a trip to Disney World. He was like, nope, we got you a bunch of Mickey coloring books. Back in the back. I was like, dang, Maury ain't got that budget.
And what y'all watch? What's going on in the Phenom household when there's no football going on during these holidays?
Again, we just watched whatever was on, whatever I wasn't at the house, so whatever the people wanted to watch. At the in-laws, it was like I said, it was some cowboy, old westerns. There was some I don't know if Dr. Phil was on at one point. The football game was just whatever. And at my sister's house, we didn't watch anything. We just talked amongst each other. And I played a little bit of Fortnite with my nephew for about 5 minutes.
And this lets me know I am never going to St. Louis for Thanksgiving to hang out with these two dudes ever and their families.
You ain't got to watch football to have fun, man. If you was there, we wouldn't even be watching nothing. We would be talking.
We'd be talking.
We can have G over. We can have G over so we can get some of the real stories. Nah, man.
I still want to see the games, man. I got to. Football is part of it, man. So and plus my team is the Cowboys. So and they're for some reason they're in first place, even though I want the coach to lose so they can fire him. But yeah. I gotta watch some football, but anyway,
I did play some old 360 with Trent, so that was fun. We played on easy. It was pretty cool, but it was a lot of "Daddy, come save me! Daddy, help me! I'm getting shot." So that was fun. So we're gonna have to do that more often. All right. So, was that it, Paul? I don't want to cut you off.
Oh no, we good. You want to get into the Black Friday stuff?
Yep. Let's get into it.
Black
Friday craziness. Did y'all get a chance to see some of these Black Friday situations that we had out here in these streets?
Of course.
We will have to add this to the show notes. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Should I play these? You don't really see the. Don't hear no audio. Yeah, don't play them. So
just talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Well, so the first one I believe is a Victoria's Secret in a mall somewhere. It doesn't matter where it is. Somewhere here in America.
It's definitely somewhere in America. That's it. Ain't nowhere else.
There is a mob. And when I say mob, I don't use mob just to describe 2 to 3 black people. I say mob because it's a real mob. Like 20, 30, 40, 50 people. All standing there. They raise up the gates of the Victoria's Secret. The young lady standing there with her little glasses on, and she looks up and she's like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." And she just repeats, "Oh my God," every 5 seconds as the mob rushes in, almost knocks her over. She moves to on top of the display table where the outfits are, still saying, "Oh my God." She can't believe the ferocity of the 6'5" white man there who's snatching up all the outfits, all the sleeper clothes.
See to me, this is a stage media event. That whole thing was a stage media one because that's a black chick. And I've seen enough. I've talked to you about enough horror movies. If a black chick was really scared, fear for her life, with 1,000 white people run up on her to try to get like the bundle of panties for $5.99 behind her, she ain't gonna just stand there and then go stand on top of the merchandise and just wait and just scream and say, "Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!" That's not happening, man. You're gonna shoulder roll. You're gonna do something.
Hey, she got back and on top of the table. I thought that was pretty black. She got out of the fray. She wasn't staying down there. What'd you think, Ishmael?
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing she could do. I've been around those type of mobs, or I've seen enough of those, even on TV or social media, to know that there's nothing you could do. When you got that many people rabid about these deals, all you could do is get out the way. You can shoulder roll, eye roll, neck roll, whatever you want to do, you still getting ran over if you stand there. So she did the best she could do. She got out the way by any means necessary, even if it meant jumping on that table.
Yeah. Now, I will admit, so they said they marked whatever the pajama sets were, it looked like a pants and a shirt kind of thing. They marked it down from $95 to $35. That's $60 saving. I think that's kind of worth the mob. Not that I would be doing it, not at Victoria's Secret, but that's a lot of money.
And I think it was just a fleece hoodie, actually. I don't even think it was pajamas. I think it was just a hoodie.
Think so? Yeah. Looked like some pants was in there. But that one white dude, he grabbed about 6, 7 of them. And he just like, back up.
First of all, did either of y'all get out in this mess? Did y'all get out on Black Friday?
Nah, never, man.
I went out on Black Friday, but this is how I do it nowadays. Me and the wife rolled out about 6 p.m., not on Thanksgiving when they started, but on Black Friday. We rolled out about 6 p.m., went to Walmart. I picked up the FIFA 2019, like my soccer games. It's half off on Black Friday. Yeah, half off. Okay. So picked that up. We bought like a knife set from Target. Like we just picked up random stuff that we needed around the house anyway. But by 6 o'clock, everybody's died down. It's just like a regular shopping day. So I don't get out there early trying to do that mob stuff. I don't go on Thanksgiving after dinner. You know, now all these places got the deals online too because there's been so many issues with mobs. So there's really no reason to even do it.
Okay. So I never do the Thanksgiving shopping, but I actually came fairly close. I stepped into the heart of the lion's den this year, and I will never do it again. I'll tell you that. So after Thanksgiving dinner, like we were gonna go back to my wife, she likes her coffee in the evening, so she likes coffee, and we're out of town, so we had to go to Starbucks, and there's a Starbucks. She lives in a decent sized town, but it's not that big where she's from. So we're like, okay, so we go to the Starbucks. There's like 2 Starbucks there. So we go to the one, and we pull up like at 7:02, and we see there's like cars in line, blah blah blah. And so we're like, oh cool, just pick up the coffee, and then we head back to the hotel. No big deal. We get there and we get up to the little to make the order thing, and the lady's like, oh, we just closed a minute ago, but if you go over to the Target, there's a Starbucks in there, and they're still open. And I'm like, oh no! My wife was like, we got to go. I gotta have my fix. I ate this. She barely eats anything, so she ate a little tiny plate, and so she wanted her little coffee, and I was like, all right, we got to do it. So I had to man up, and it wasn't too far away actually. So we go over to the Target, and I know it's gonna. I'm just dreading. I'm like, I know it's gonna be crazy up here. So we go over there, and I'm in a rental car. I'm in a big old SUV that I'm not used to driving. And but anyway, get in there and park, and then I just sit there and wait for 40 minutes. My wife goes in there to get a coffee from the little Starbucks inside the Target. It took like 40 minutes for her to come back out to get this coffee because there were so many people going in there to shop, but also just to go in there and get coffee. I guess, man, it was just crazy. And I'm just like, all these people just come. It's just droves and droves and droves. I was like, there can't be nothing in that store that's worth this savings to be out here at 7 o'clock at night on Thursday. I don't even think those stores should be open, man. Like I think it should be like Europe, man. None of these stores should be open on a holiday like that. Just let the people go hang out with their families, man. There ain't no savings in there. But anyway, I was in there, man. But I was almost about to go get because she wouldn't pick up her phone. I was like, man, I'm gonna go get her out of here because I'm ready to get out of here.
You thought she was wrestling some lady on the ground?
Nah, I was like, yo, is it really worth waiting 30, 40 minutes for some coffee? I was like, let's just just call it a night or whatever like that. But she finally came out and stuff like that, so it was cool. So I didn't get up in it, but I just saw all the people. That's the first time I've ever seen all the people just kind of coming out. And I was like, yo, these folks are crazy. Like, I mean, but it was like whole families coming just in droves. I'm like, and they were excited and they were running up in there, and I'm like,
yeah, I hate when people take little kids up there. When you see these videos and they got toddlers up there, because that's no place for a toddler. The possibility of it going down. But Paul, I do have a question. So at any point in time, especially while you were waiting those 40 minutes, did it cross your mind? Did you think, I got this SUV or I got this rental truck, I could fit a nice 60-inch TV right in the back here? Like, did you get the itch just a little bit to run in there and grab a TV?
No, because if I left that TV in that car overnight, it would not be there in the morning, and neither would the car. So no, I had no thoughts about that. I didn't want nothing up in there. I wanted nothing to do with anything that was going on in that store. I was like, yo, fam, I'm not going in there. I was not going in. I don't care what was in there. Like it wouldn't match me, man. Never going in there. Never stepping foot in there on Black Friday ever again. And next year when we go back, hey, I'm gonna make sure we at the Starbucks before 7 o'clock. That's all I know.
Yeah. So speaking of flat screen TVs and being on sale, our next Black Friday video was an actual mob after some flat screen TVs. There was a pallet of TVs at a Walmart. Keep in mind, y'all, this was the worst part about it. They were Hisense TVs. HISENSE.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
SE. Bro, they sell those at like Dollar General. You don't want a TV that you can buy at Dollar General. Let it go. You don't need it that bad. But these people didn't care. I'm sure the TVs were $25. They'll work for a week. Who knows? But they were going through that pallet like their life depended on it. There are TVs flying out. People are grabbing them. People are pushing. People are diving into the pile. It was craziness. I don't understand What don't these people understand about electronics, Ishmael?
It has nothing to do with electronics. The people just want a good deal. And real talk, Hisense actually has kind of came up. It started out as one of those trash brands, but Hisense actually makes some decent TVs. So like Hisense, TCL, some of those companies that you really hadn't heard of, they're making some pretty good TVs. So people, if you see a TV for like $150, $200 for a 50, 60-inch TV, people, they can't get enough. Somebody got to have 30 TVs in the crib, but every year everybody wants a TV.
I stop at Sanyo. Sanyo is the lowest brand that I'm getting.
Hisense is better than Sanyo, bro. Stop
it.
It is. Absolutely.
Stop it.
I've got one Insignia TV that is driving me nuts.
Those are crap. Somebody said they made by the Vizio people.
It might be. It's just the remote that doesn't work. But it was like the only. I need a small TV for our kitchen. We got one TV in our kitchen, and so like it was a small one I could find. It was Insignia, and I regret it all the time because the remote never works right. But anyway, but man, most TVs are good nowadays. But it just ain't worth it, man. Unless you. All this new technology thrown in TVs, like once they got to the flat screens, like that's kind of it, man. Like I'm good after that. Once I got the flat screens and high def, like whatever additions they can add to it, I really don't care, man. Like it's all good, and the difference in price ain't really worth that. And I definitely still would not be out there fighting for no TVs ever, man.
And I mean, I guess it's not that people don't have a TV; they just always trying to get a bigger one. Because, you know plenty of people where they just like, I got this 70-inch screen. I don't really see why you need that, but okay. I'm sure it can't hurt. Maybe one day I'll waste money getting a 70-inch screen, but I'm good.
I'll just stand a little closer. That's all I gotta do. I'm good with my 55. I'll just stand a little closer to it and pretend like it's 70-inch. That's all I gotta do.
Right.
Yeah. So listeners, let us know. Did you go out on Black Friday? Were you out there wilding? Did you get to scrapping? Did you rip a TV away from a baby's hands? Which actually, I saw a video where a lady ripped something out of a baby's hands. Like, seriously. But were you a part of that craziness? Are you a part of that? Let us know in the comments or hit us up on social media. But let's go ahead and we done talked about Thanksgiving and Black Friday enough. Let's go ahead and slide to the next topic.
One day, we're gonna have to talk about when we went out and to get them Xbox 360s.
I think we talked about that, didn't we?
No, we did not on this pod. Okay. We only been doing a pod just for this year.
Okay, I was telling somebody else about that recently. Then I think I was telling my wife's friend.
We'll talk about it another time. It's cool. All right,
let's get to the present
story.
Stuff.
#McGrab the Strap. Ishmael, this is your story, so I will let you introduce it.
Yeah, I will try to be brief since we just
went 40 minutes on Thanksgiving.
Right about it, man. It'd probably be the best episode ever.
But this story, and I'm sure many of you saw it. Let me see. Where did this happen at again? This was in Minnesota, Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
There was a guy, Lloyd Edward Johnson, a 55-year-old man. He was up in McDonald's. We all been in McDonald's before. Maybe you get the chicken nuggets. Maybe you get the Big Mac. Maybe you get the Happy Meal for the kids. But Mr. Johnson went into McDonald's and he saw some black Muslim kids. He saw some women wearing the, what is it called? The hijab.
Hijab.
And things like that. And he started to basically say, you don't belong here, calling them racist names. So they got into a little verbal altercation as he's accosting them, asking them why are they in this country and this and that. And then when the kids, it actually was a bunch of kids in the store, when they started kind of going back at him, they arguing back and forth in the store. And all of a sudden, he starts to back away. And before he left the store, he showed that strap. He #flashed the strap. And so when that happened, he dipped out. Like, he showed the piece. He dipped out. And then the manager who witnessed this whole thing of him being racist, of him and the kids arguing back and forth, of him pulling out the strap and dipping, she told everybody to get out of her store right now. Never mind that all these black kids that just had a gun put on them. She told them, get out of my store. Somebody even said that. She was like, I don't care. Get out of here now. So
that was a white man who said, why should they have to go out there like the man just pulled a gun on them? It's dangerous. What, do you want them to get shot?
Yeah, that was another patron who saw it go down, was like, are you crazy? But she was just screaming and yelling at the top of her lungs for everybody to get out of her store. So check the show notes. We'll have a link to the video. But fellas, what did you think about this? Of course, people went at McDonald's on social media. Do you think that was right? Do you think the man's fault? The man did get arrested a couple days later. Just a side note. But what do y'all think of this story?
Paul?
Oh, I just got jokes, man. All I'll say is like, hey, man, I've been to McDonald's I probably went to McDonald's at least 12 times over this Thanksgiving weekend. We stopped like 2-3 times each way on the trip. And then, man, we'll say like 3-4 times while we were in town because that's the kids will eat nuggets and Happy Meals all day long. And I'm so sick of it. So, like, man, I want to go to McDonald's and somebody pull the strap on me and just take me out of my misery because I'm so sick of walking up in there and ordering the 4-piece nugget Happy Meal with the yogurt and the white milk. That's trash. And then I have to get something for myself. And every time I get something for myself, like, look, every time I go in there, I get the breakfast menu. I get the egg and sausage McMuffin, and then I don't eat the bread, and then I look like a serial killer while I'm doing that because I'm trying to.
You don't eat the bread.
I'm trying to keep it healthy in there, man. So that's
keep it healthy.
That's how I do it. I try to avoid the bread, just eat the sausage and egg. But then the people behind the counter, they look at me mad because they like, yo, it's like 2:00 in the afternoon. Why are you in here asking for some sausage and egg McMuffins, fam? And I'm like, I'm trying to live this low carb lifestyle, man.
Dude, at least get the McGriddle because you're not gonna eat the bread, but at least you're gonna get some of that syrupy goodness.
I don't want the sugar. I don't want the no sugar, no bread. I'm out of that, man. So just give me the sausage and egg McMuffin. That's the cheapest thing in there. Give me two or three of those, and I'm good. But I always have to wait like 10 minutes for them to make them because they ain't never fresh. And then my kid's Happy Meal gets cold, and then he tastes them terrible. How are McDonald's fries really good for the first 10 minutes and then absolutely trash from
they are
11 on?
They are trash.
The most inedible
thing. When they hot, they fire. When they cold, they are garbage.
But anyway,
and man, they got to be blazing hot where it's burning your tongue.
Exactly. But take me out of misery. I'm sick of McDonald's. I don't want to think about McDonald's again for at least another 3 months because I'm so sick of them for the last 10 days of eating them. What about you, Ryan? What do you think?
All right, let's get back serious. That's Paul. So, I mean, I really was concerned when the lady runs in and says, get out of my store. I hope to God that she just didn't see the gun or she just thought that, or she didn't know about it or something. I hope she wasn't sending those kids out there to their possible doom knowing that this man had a gun. She was not trying to protect anybody. She wasn't saying call the police. She's just like, get out of my store. Apparently, they were the ones that were the problem and not the man who pulled out the gun. So that's a problem. Do I think that McDonald's itself had anything to do with it? Technically, no. But you got to go to somebody, because she needs to be disciplined in regards to what happened with that. That's crazy. Don't send kids or anybody else when there's something like that happens. Y'all need to be having a lockdown procedure, and that's what should have been happening. Not, hey, let's kick everybody out the store. But maybe that's how it is in that town. Maybe it's a small rural area, as G likes to say.
No, Eden Prairie is a decent sized town. It's not terribly small, but still wrong, man. Just crazy. Yeah, and the quote that killed me was when he said, I guess it started over. I guess they were paying for something, and the dude just piped it in, and all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, just asked them like, or do they use paying with that with welfare benefits? Like, right. Man, like
so
that's immediate
food stamps.
Yeah, that's them fighting words right there, man. Alone, man. But I guess he had the strap, so he knew he could do that. But that's reckless, man. That's just wild to talk like that.
He pulled that gun out because he know he was about to catch them hands.
Yeah,
you're not finna keep talking for too long, man. You finna catch some hands, and so you need to just take it like a man. You want to talk like that? Put the strap down. Put the strap down. Come catch some hands, and then we'll see if you can do it next time. You such a man.
Word.
Well, I was gonna say I understand. Like why he flashed the strap. Like I almost don't fault him for flashing the strap because it was at a point
like
where they arguing back and forth, and like the dudes who were in there kind of flared around them, and the dudes like, what's up then? So he was about to get like smashed. So I get why he like flashed it like, hey, chill out. But the fact is that all of that started because you were being a jerk. You were being a racist. Just because these people are black, just because these people are Muslim, you got all this stuff that you're talking about. So you created this situation. So like you said, now don't try to pull the strap. But I think in that moment, if I was him, I would have showed that little chrome too and made my escape. But luckily, the police got him. He's in jail, or at least he went to jail. So I'll count that as a win. Nobody got shot. The racist white man got locked up. Let's take that win and move on to the next story.
Right. Round of applause.
Let's not go to McDonald's for at least 3 more months. Everybody. No McDonald's for 3 months. Let's try to do it.
No.
This is the story I really want to get to, Ron. Let's get into this. This is my favorite story of the whole week right here,
Next
dog.
story. Oh, man, I forgot I ain't done no sound effects or nothing this week. So sad. All right. This next story I titled, When Spreading the Gospel Goes Wrong. A young man, John Allen, is his name? Allen Show, which I think that is. Show.
I'm going to go with Show.
Right.
Chow.
Okay. Chow. All right. John Allen Chow looks like what is this dude? Is this him? Is he?
Yeah.
Anyway. That's him on the front story. Okay, yeah. All right. I always thought he was the boat guy for some reason. I don't know why. Racist. Sorry. He was a Christian evangelist who attempted to convert some tribes off the coast of India. These people have been isolated supposedly from the rest of the world for ages, and nobody's permitted to go there. They kind of live like people lived way back in the days. Before TVs and internet and all that kind of stuff. And this young man said that God told him that he needed to go out here to this island and tell these people about Jesus.
And by the way, those islanders, they're black. They're Africans, man. They're
they are.
They're Africans.
They are very black. They are very black. Yes.
Black.
Blackity black. So he this is... I titled it appropriately, I think. This is where spreading the gospel goes wrong. It's okay to spread the gospel. Nothing wrong with that. But when people are literally trying to kill you, this is where you kind of gotta I don't know. Let's make sure that God is telling you to do it. That's all I'm gonna say. So in this case, he apparently hired some people, paid them about $350 or so to take him out there. Some fishermen. They had to sneak, and he said God was allowing him to get to the island in the first place because they avoided all the Coast Guard. And he gets to the island.
It's illegal to be on the island.
Literally illegal.
It's illegal to go. The Indian government said you cannot go there because these people will kill you. And they made a law where you cannot go there. So he had to basically smuggle himself onto the island, which... if you're doing crazy. That, you asking for trouble. Yeah.
So he gets there. He gets a kayak. he paddles in, and they said though he gets there. He's got fish. He's got snacks, and he brought a Bible with him, a waterproof Bible. So he's prepared.
Waterproof.
Yeah, waterproof. I don't know where you get that from.
They don't speak none of the same language.
It's in English, probably.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm guessing guessing it's in English. So either way, he was screwed. They don't speak your language. How you gonna tell them about Jesus? He got there. He said, "Hi, my name is John. Jesus loves you."
Fam, he didn't get that far. He didn't even get that far. That man said, "Hi, ma."
Shooting arrows at him.
That man said, "Hi, ma," and then right through the head. That was it, man.
Well, no, he didn't. It was okay at first. The first day, they just shot arrows at him. He ended up being chased back to the water. He swam back to the boat, and all was well. He wrote in his little diary. He says, "Hey, I'm going back out there." And he says, "Please, God, I don't want to die." But he goes back out. What are you doing, brother? Technically, you already spreaded the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. You said, "Hey, God loves you. Jesus loves you." And you left. Maybe that's all God wanted you to do. But you go out there again anyway. and this is where things go bad. My man gets out there. He rolls up on these people again. They are not having it. The fishermen say the next thing they saw was them dragging his body out on the beach.
Oh, they're going to have a feast tonight. They're going to have a feast that night, buddy.
They said they buried him. They're not savages.
No, fam. They put the apple in that man's mouth and put him on the spit and turn him around like 40 times and put some honey barbecue sauce on him. And yeah, man, cooked him up nice and proper, man.
Yeah. So
it made some chitlins out of him.
We should be laughing at the death of this young man, but we have to admit that it's pretty funny.
Oh, I got jokes.
So, Israel, what do you think about this story?
I mean, I think you titled it appropriately. I mean, this dude is trying to be a hero. You know, I feel like, and I'm not sure what his ethnicity is, but I mean, it looks like he's like, oh, I need to go save these poor black souls. You know, and those people, they wanted to live that way. Like, that was their choice. People have tried to communicate with them before. They clearly don't want any interaction with the quote-unquote civilized world, so let them be. And like you say, if push come to shove, you went the first day, you said what you said, you got out alive, go home. Like, that's not right. God telling you that. That's your ego because you feel like you need to save these people. But them people good. Like, if that's how they want to live, let them live. So that's really all I got, man.
Man, look, when I read this story, like I actually heard about this. I don't know if it's this tribe or somewhere in those islands before, like because an incident like this happened, like I don't know, like a few years back. Something else happened and it made the news, and I remember reading about it then.
Yeah, and that was this tribe with the helicopter.
Yeah, and so, I think that's what it was. And so, like,
I don't think that was them. They were in South America. That's something different. Those people were in the Amazon.
No. But there was something in this, like, it's the same island
something
chain.
has happened here too.
Yeah. But anyway, so
they've killed people before.
So I'm vaguely familiar with this, but when this story popped up on my timeline, I read it again, and then I went to the Wikipedia, just Wikipedia, North Sentinelese or whatever like that. Man, their whole Wikipedia page is just talking about how they just be fighting and killing folks who have tried to come up on there. So the entire Wikipedia page is nothing about how, like, 1837, 3 British missionaries come onto the island, all were killed and cannibalized. 1905, this dude goes over here and tries to meet with them and sends gifts. They get shot at. Every single time it's like, hey, people for 200 years, people trying to go meet with these dudes. And every single time they go out there, it never ends well. So why does this idiot think this is going to go well for him? So, like, man, this dude wanted to die, man. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. I guess he was trying to do what he thought was a good thing, but it was the dumbest thing in the world. I don't feel bad for him, as you can tell by the jokes I've been making about him.
The people are called the Sentinelese. What's a sentinel? A sentinel's a soldier. Like, that's their job is to kill folks. So if they got that in their name, why are you messing with them? Let them people alone, man.
Hey, and these are black dudes on an island that they must have came over from Africa.
Don't say it, Paul. You about to say something racist, bro?
I'm just saying.
He did. He called them cannibals.
He says black people on the island, right?
No, they on the island. We can't go. Look, man, they surrounded by Indian folks now. They probably like, man, what's going on? I'm trying to get back to Africa. And I've been stuck on this island for the last 2,000 years or something like that. They don't know how to get back to Africa. Like, they're probably real upset, man. Leave them folks alone, man.
Man, these people off the coast of India, I'm saying they're Indian. And y'all know what happened to the Indians the last time they killed some white folks. They sent them some of them blankets. And we know what happened from there. So it's best that y'all relax out there. Now I'm really curious, though. What is going on with these people on this island? Who y'all think y'all are? Y'all just out here killing folks. I feel like we need to send a raiding party. We need to send SEAL Team 6. And we need to take care of some business, man. What y'all doing out here? I'm curious. You can't just be out here just killing folks every time they come on. What y'all doing?
If I come into your house, if I just walk into your house at night when your family and your kids are, you're going to be ready to kill me, right?
Because it ain't night. They on a boat.
It don't matter. That's their property. That's where they live. That's what they
sovereign,
own.
To them, that's a sovereign nation. Yeah, that's sovereign, man.
Just like in America, you go in somebody's house, you go on somebody's land, unwelcome, when you trespassing, you can get got. So it's the same thing with these people. The government said, leave them alone, let them be. So you go over there, you asking to get got. You come in my house, you asking to get got. Same difference.
The government said leave them be just because they scared. truth be told. But they apparently they sent the police to get my man's body. And when they pulled up to the island, of course, the people rolled out to the shore and started shooting arrows into the air.
What I just told you, the whole Wikipedia page is nothing but that. Why did they think it was gonna be anything different? Like they're like, oh, you can come get the body now. Nah, man, it wasn't gonna be like that. They're gonna try to kill you too, fool.
Hey man, anybody that won't let you come get the body, everybody knows how this body thing works. You let the people come get their bodies, man.
No,
man, that's some Western world mess.
That's our tradition, right? That's our tradition. These people been living by their own traditions for thousands and thousands of years. So they ain't got Facebook. They don't got Google. They don't know about that. They do what they do. And they shoot arrows at people. Leave them alone.
Is the dude American? I forgot to look at that.
I don't think so.
Because our president is Donald Trump. And I was like, if he looked whiter, we have a problem. He don't look white.
He was American.
He was American?
But yeah, he's American though. But if he looked whiter. No, because the one picture, it is a white looking guy. And then this other picture this time when I just opened that.
He's definitely like half Asian or some kind. Yeah, he's got some kind of Asian descent in there. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. What's the other one? I guess is the one with the white guy, the picture with the white guy just like a friend of his maybe?
I don't see no white guy.
There was a new one today. I didn't post that one in there, but yeah. So yeah, man. If you
hold on, but Ryan, so hold on. So this is proselytizing all this stuff like that. And this is all religious stuff. But like, what's the furthest you would go to proselytize and put your life in danger to do that?
Man, technically, you got to do what God says do. But at the same time, you need to know that this is God before you start doing it. I mean, maybe God did tell him, and I'm not saying he didn't because I don't know. Everybody get a different message the way they get it. So he did go. He did say he got shot with arrows. They said the first arrow was stopped by his Bible. That's why he didn't die. So if that ain't a sign, I don't know what is. You leave that Bible and you get your butt back on that boat and go back home, and you did your job. Maybe you're just supposed to leave the Bible. You never know, but he didn't. Maybe just leaving that Bible, somebody have been like, hey, well, I'm supposed to, what's this? Maybe I need to go out to the real world and see what's going on out here.
Hey, all I know, God, if you want me to do something like this, you need to send me some very clear instructions explicitly about what you want. Don't leave it open to interpretation about what you want me to do. Like, if you just want me to put the Bible on the raft and just float it out there with a little white flag, I got you. If you want me to go out here and take a couple hundred arrows to the forehead, nah, I can't do that.
Preferably, you would like to know, but it don't always happen.
Yeah, God, man, come on, you got your signals crossed with this dude. If that's what you told him to do, go out there and proselytize to this group of people, great. But you should have gave him a little bit clear instructions, God. This is not how it should have went down. Oh. I feel bad for the man, his family, but man, this guy's kind of an idiot, man. I'm sorry. Get him out of here.
Yeah, apparently everybody who was involved with getting him to the island got arrested. The family is pleading
as they should.
No, I think they should let them go, man. It's not a big deal. If they you take him close and he swim out there or go out in a kayak, man, go ahead. That's your life.
No, but they took him out there to it, and they knew that was illegal. That they knew they weren't supposed to be taking him out there to that island to get him out there, and they basically put him in harm's way. I mean, they're kind of an accessory to murder, man. That's kind of an accessory.
I'm sure they told that dude, hey man, if you go out here, you're gonna die. Especially when he got shot at the first time. You went back out because you wanted to go back out. We send people on a lot of tours of crazy stuff that'll kill you.
But just because a dude crazy don't mean you're just like, hey, let me go help this dude be crazy and go do something stupid. Like you call the cops on that dude and say, man, lock this dude up because he really trying to kill himself.
Yeah, if you call me and tell me to drive you to the bridge so you could jump off and kill yourself, different. I do it, I should be somewhat culpable for that. So if you knew he's sitting up here trying to break the law and you help him, and it's not an unjust law. We know we got some unjust laws that are different. This is a legitimate law. It's no beef with the law. Yeah, you can't help them. You do that. Yeah, I got no beef with them getting locked up. They knew what they were doing.
If we go by y'all's logic, there'd be no Jurassic Park. there would be no movies at all where white people are asked to tour places. There'd be no Jaws.
The true story Jurassic Park.
What would we do without white people asking to go out and do something dangerous that could kill them? It's somebody having to take them out there. Come on. You saw
they can do it, but if you take them,
what was the Bear movie? Somebody probably took him out there. Sacagawea had to take them down the Mississippi River. She gonna get charged with something? No. Anyway. We got any other topics? We're gonna do this other topic or no?
You can do the storage one. Skip that the other one.
Yeah.
All right, let's skip that one. Probably enough people gonna be talking about it anyway. All right, next story. Simply put, millions found in an auction storage unit. This is a story I came across. It's on TMZ, so you know it's true. Ain't been wrong yet, as far as I can tell. A man spent on Storage Wars. He spent $500. Y'all seen Storage Wars, where people don't pay their bill.
Not. No,
you haven't. For real?
I have not.
Okay, all right. So people find they get these storage units from the storage place. They haven't paid their bill. So what they do is they literally cut the lock. They lift the door up, and people start to auction for it. And the people, what they do is they buy everything in there and they turn around and sell it. Sometimes there's stuff in there that's worth something. Sometimes a bunch of junk. You never know, but that's what people love about it. And Storage Wars is a show. Is it on History Channel probably? Or TLC, something like that.
Sounds like an A&E show.
Learning or history about that.
From the A&E.
Oh, does it? Okay, my bad. It's been a while since I watched it.
They're all the same, literally. They're all
basically. Yeah. And so the man this time he purchased it and he found $7.5 million inside this storage unit. Apparently, there was a safe, a large old timey safe that they had to crack open and cut open, and when they opened it, found $7.5 million. So of course, when you do find that much money, it's always a problem. First of all, why did this man tell anybody?
Exactly.
Would y'all tell somebody if you found $7.5 million anywhere?
That was my first thought when I saw the story. Is like, if that was me, this would not be a news story because nobody would have known. And I think he went back to the storage unit and told them, hey, I found $7.5 million in that thing. No, that was your first mistake, buddy.
Then again, if it's on the show, you probably get a tape of it anyway, so you screw either way.
Yo, if it's me, first of all, I think this again a stage media event for the show to generate interest for the show that I will never watch. But two, if I did find $7.5 million, the first thing that's come to my head, No Country for Old Men. That's all I'm thinking about, and I'm about to mob out. I'm running from the dude with the little cattle prod gun.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out how to stay alive.
Yeah. Well, whose money is this was the first thing I thought.
Yeah, and that's essentially what happened is the old country what is it? No country for old men type of deal, because after the information came out, they got a phone call from an attorney who said,
quote unquote,
my client would like to make you an offer to return the money refuse. That you found. So they said that was my $7.5 million. We're gonna give you $600,000 to return it.
I saw 1.2.
Well, the initial offer was $600,000.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know if the people said let us think about it or what, but they didn't accept that immediately. Then the attorney came back and said, okay, $1.2 million. And the people, I think they thought about it. They said, well, because they never gave out the phone number. And according to the auction site, he never gave out the phone number.
Oh,
so somehow this attorney found these people's identity and made this phone call. So they were a little spooked. So they said, let's take this 1.2, even though legally the 7.5 was theirs. But they didn't want to have to look over their shoulder. So that's the big question. Would you keep the 7.5 knowing that whoever got 7.5 in a safe in the storage just probably got it in a ratchet way? Let's keep it real. They probably grind me up to get that.
Hey, as soon as I open up that bag and I count that 7.5, look, I'm on the first plane in North Senegalese Island. I'm going to pay them dudes off. Hey, protect me, fam. Protect me. Don't let these folks get after me. We gonna make it rain up in here on this island with all these tribeswomen. We living good. Bring me some moet and some.
All right.
And some beef. Look, bring some beef jerky. They won't even know. They'll think it's like from the gods. I'll be like, hey, sprinkle that and some gummy fish. And they won't know.
Man to drink some grape juice out of. That's what they gonna give you.
Word.
That's all you gonna be doing. Drinking that man's blood. But yeah, man, you can't play with something like that. And I don't blame them. You would think somebody, if you got 7, can I get half of it? Can I get 2/3 of it? They just gave him a slither.
How rich do you got to be to just lose $7.5 million and not notice it until it comes up on Twitter or something like that? And you're like, oh yeah.
No, it's called hiding.
I'm gonna tell you, it's probably El Chapo money, man. You know, he in prison. He got the trial going on. He a little busy right now, but I bet that was Chapo's bread.
No doubt, man. It's got to be something,
Breaking
man.
Bad? Yeah, it's a little some Pollos Locos.
Oh, yo, and I actually read a little bit about that, like that El Chapo trial, man. Some of the stuff, some of the allegation. Yo, man, that dude, yo, that's some wild stuff. I definitely don't encourage anybody to read some of that stuff. If you're not looking to go down a rabbit hole, some really creepy stuff, man. But yo, there's some wild stuff in that and those allegations, man. Really crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, these people live to tell the story, so.
Yeah, they $1.2 million richer. If that was me, and I told y'all at the start of the show, what I tell you, I wasn't backing up right when I was in the parking spot. So if that was me and the man called me talking about you got my $7.5 million and I legally had the rights, I'm going to say, come get it, partner. This
no,
my
you
bread.
ain't. No,
this
you ain't.
is my bread.
Stop
Come
it.
get it, partner.
Stop.
You know, you got my
have
address.
The one-hitter quitter
you know
on
where I
the,
live.
Ish gonna have the one-hitter quitter on the dude with the cattle prod gun? Nah, man, that dude.
Mama Phenom, talk to your son. He done lost his mind.
The one-hitter quitter.
He think Anton Shakur ain't gonna take him down. You see when he took down Tommy Lee Jones? You think he can't take down the Phenom? Come on, man.
I'm gonna cue up that old Jay-Z. Come and get me.
Man, stop it.
Come on.
Stop it.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna flip the script on them. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm gonna say, I feel bad for you because I understand taking this L is gonna hurt. I'm gonna offer you $1.2 million and we'll call it even. I'm gonna give you that back. I'm gonna give you that back, that $1.2 million, just to leave me alone so I don't have to watch my back. Take it or leave it.
What kind of pimp strategy is this?
That's my final offer. And then they're gonna be like, oh, if he talking this way, this dude, he must be about that life too. So we don't want to mess with him because clearly he's in the game too. See, it's all about just your demeanor, how you carry yourself. I'm not going to let you intimidate me. I'm the intimidator. I'm the captain now.
Breaking news. I'm sorry to report this, but Ghetto Phenom has been beheaded. He's found headless. His headless corpse was found at the local gymnasium, still with a basketball in his hand. We don't know what happened to him. He supposedly got rich. He planned on leaving the country. We don't know what happened to him, but we found his headless body. Back to you, Paul.
Had a one-way ticket to North Senegal Island right there on him.
$7.5 million gonna buy me a lot of shotguns, baby. Let's go.
Get out of here, man. You think you're T.I.? T.I. Just buy some more guns. That'll solve the problem because the people with $7.2 million to lose, they ain't got no guns.
Oh man, and in the picture, yo, they got it wrapped up like it looks like it's wrapped up like drug money, man. It's kind of wild, man.
Exactly.
The way they got the
FBI
money.
You know the FBI is following them right now. They've been looking for that money for a long time, so they already own him. So hopefully he get to keep his $1.2 million.
Again, I believe this is all.
How much you bet he dies of a heart attack in the next 60 days?
I believe this is all stage media event for the show, man. I don't believe that. I need to see this. I need to see more information before I believe the story. But yo, maybe, but I doubt it.
We'll find out. All right. Well, that's it. Fun show. Some good topics. All put up by me for the most part. So I'll give myself all the credit.
No, I don't think so. I put the McGrab the Strap, and that was the first story up there, man.
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember that one. I'm taking all the credit. So, Ishmael, if people love the show that I put together, that I scheduled out, and that I planned all the titles and the stories for, where can they find us?
You can find us at throwthattrashaway.com. The Black Delegates, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Black Delegates. There's an underscore between Black and Delegates. If you want to follow the Black Ryan, give him all praise and glory that he wants. He is at the Black Ryan. If you want to follow Paul, he is at BoxWinePoppy. Both of those are on Twitter. Me, I'm on Twitter and the gram at IshCreates. Also, email us. Send us your comments, send us your reviews, send us your suggestions. Send that to us via email at the Black Delegates Pod at gmail.com. We're also on the Facebook as well. Paul, if people do want to review us, where can they do that at?
Do it wherever you listen to your podcast at. If it's Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, or Stitcher, whatever you're listening to, just rate us and review us and tell a friend. But also, if you eating 4-day-old chitlins at this point, go ahead and just unsubscribe for us. Unsubscribe for us, please. We don't need you. We'll be fine without y'all.
No, man. We need the Chittlin lovers.
No.
No, we're the number one podcast amongst Chittlin lovers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. Well done, my good and faithful servants. Both Ishmael and Paul. Good episode.
Mama Phenom, talk to your son about that plate.
Yeah, please talk to your son. So I guess with that being said, we will see you all next week. If you find $7.2 million in the meantime and somebody calls you, give them their money back.
No.
You don't want to end up like Ishmael.
Call me. If you find $7.5 million and somebody harassing you, call me. I'll keep it safe for you. Peace.
Nothing to say with that. Goodbye.